The HDO3 Systems Companion HDO3 Administrators Program software gives you the capability to organize, analyze, and review the measurements you have made with the HDO3 monitor and to create patient databases. The Administrator program must be loaded onto a PC computer with a Windows XP or Windows 2000 operating system. Once the software is loaded, you can work with the patient measurement information gathered in the clinics. Also, you can add, edit, and schedule patients, see trends, analyze and sort data, and print reports. We will show you the main administrator screen and how to perform some of the major functions of the software. These include adding, editing, and scheduling patients, using the data transfer module to sync the administrator program with the HDO3 monitor, generating reports, updating the tubing list. To launch the administrator program, click on the administrator icon on your computer's desktop. The main administrator screen will appear. On the left side of the screen is a box containing the database tree composed of clinic icons. Each clinic icon represents a separate clinic database. To display the list of patients in the clinic database, click on the plus sign next to each clinic icon. Then, click on the patient to highlight the desired patient. You can use the scroll bar on the right to scroll up and down the patient list, or using the computer keyboard, highlight a patient and use the arrow keys to move from one patient to the next. Close the patient list by clicking on the minus sign next to the clinic icon. Below the clinic icons is a trash can that holds deleted patient information. This information can be retrieved if needed. You will usually need to select and highlight either the whole database, one clinic, or an individual patient in order to perform the various operations with the administrator software. Above the database tree box are 4 main links with drop-down menus. They are the Database Operations menu for viewing different database lists, for importing, exporting, selecting, and synchronizing databases, and for updating the tubing list. You will also exit the program from here. The Clinic Operations menu for viewing lists, for renaming and exporting a clinic. The Patient Operations menu from which you will add, edit, and delete patients. You can also add new interventions to a patient's record and create the patient schedules. The Measurements Operation menu from which you modify or delete measurements, edit interventions, and add or edit notes. Below these 4 drop-down menu links, there is a row of 5 icons. The first icon on the far left is a % sign. This is the statistics icon from which you can access statistics from the database. The star next to the statistic icon represents the patients icon. From here, you can enter search criteria to locate certain types of patients in the database. In the middle is a piece of paper which is the reports icon. This is where you will go to generate and print reports. Next is the spiral-bound datebook icon. This is the View Schedule icon that displays the patient scheduled to be tested for a particular month. Finally, the icon on the far right is the very important synchronization icon. This is how you transfer the data gathered at the hemodialysis clinics on the HDO3 monitor to the administrator database and back to the monitor. You can also perform a sync from the Database Operations drop-down menu. When a patient is selected from the database tree, their access flow graph appears in the upper right-hand corner of the main administrator screen. Beneath the graph, there is another row of icons. The Access Flow History icon, the default screen, is at the far left. Moving toward the right are icons for various cardiac parameters. If cardiac output has been measured, the selected cardiac graphs will track the measurement over a 6-hour measurement period. Further to the right of the cardiac function icons, there are icons to access patient information, access history, and patient notes. As you continue to use this software, you will find it easy to use and navigate. All of the information on this DVD and more can be found in the manual and on the quick reference guides.